Trump just fired his attorney general, and it's all part of a massive cover-up to hide the darkest Epstein files. A new prison leak about Ghislaine Maxwell just dropped on the exact same day Pam Bondi was fired, and I am telling you, it is no coincidence. Trump fired Pam Bondi because the absolute worst of the Epstein files are coming out in the next 2 months, and she is just too incompetent to handle the cover-up. Now he's replacing her with his former personal lawyer, Todd Blanche. Representative Jamie Raskin pointed out the truth today. He said Trump is turning the Justice Department into a vendetta factory to attack his enemies.
She turned the Department of Justice into Donald Trump's vendetta factory. And, whether we're talking about the FBI director, Comey, or we're talking about the New York prosecutor, Letitia James, or we're talking about members of Congress like Maggie Goodlander. They thought that their job was basically to go out and investigate and prosecute Donald Trump's chosen foes, regardless of whether or not they'd done anything.
But here is the craziest part about Todd Blanche taking over. He is the exact guy who transferred Ghislaine Maxwell to a low-security, 5-star resort prison camp in Texas. And because of that, we have some massive new information. Jen Shah totally exposed what is going on. She said Maxwell is treated completely different than everyone else. Even worse, Shah said Maxwell showed up with absolutely zero remorse when Epstein's victims were on TV pouring their hearts out. Maxwell was totally dismissive.
She made it very publicly known, well, at least to, Elizabeth and I, that there's no remorse there. And again, I obviously don't know all the details of the case or whatever, but we know enough. It was a lot when the victims would be on TV and talking. She was just complete disregard for them, and this is when they are pouring their hearts out in front of Congress and for this files to be released and stuff. And so to see that kind of behavior when there are real victims that you're seeing and what they've gone through, and to be so dismissive of that just didn't sit with me the right way.
Instead of real punishment, Maxwell is basically on a sponsored trip from Donald Trump. She has a cell for 4 all to herself. She orders DoorDash, she does yoga, she takes pottery classes, and she even has a puppy to herself. This is pretty disgusting. When Pam Bondi was asked about all of these special privileges, she dodged the question. She claimed she didn't agree with the special treatment and had absolutely nothing to do with the transfer. Trump looked at that and decided he couldn't really trust her with the Epstein files. She was just too stupid to do the job and to handle the biggest bombshells that were just about to drop. If you guys support independent media, leaving a like on this video really helps me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.